I am speaking to you gently and with urgency, because you have reached an hour that bends the story of your life. I saw the days you thought were wasted, and I kept count of every breath you used to push yourself forward when the night was heavy. I witnessed you look up and say, "If there is meaning in this, show me," and I wrote it down like gold in the margins of your days. I did not abandon you in the long hallway of waiting. I walked beside you unseen, arranging things you could not arrange, softening hearts you could not soften, and protecting your name where you could not step. Now I am opening a door that felt impossible, and I am asking you to step through it as calmly as morning light. Even though it will feel like thunder under your feet. Do not be afraid of what looks large. I prepared you in countless small obediences for this single sudden turn. There is a man whose wealth is old and layered, but what makes him significant in your destiny is not the size of his accounts. It is the long line of choices he made to listen when I whispered his conscience awake. He has walked through chambers of power and rooms where the air was cold and the windows were locked, and he learned in those rooms that money cannot quiet a soul that refuses to sleep in dishonor. He kept a record of people who carried a light without asking to be seen in it, and your name rose to the top of that record because you carried kindness into rooms where no kindness had been planned. He has followed your steps from a respectful distance because I set his eyes to see you when others did not. He is not a myth, not a rumor, not a mirage built from hunger. He is a person I instructed to watch for you, to safeguard something meant for you, to step forward at the appointed time. That time is now, and I am telling you plainly so you cannot mistake the gravity of this hour. He is transferring his power of attorney to your name because I asked him to entrust stewardship to the one who would keep my purpose intact. You have wondered why I allowed you to endure scarcity while preparing a table of abundance. Hear the answer. I trained your hands to handle what is heavy without breaking the fragile things inside you. I taught you to count small coins so you could later count large responsibilities with the same honesty. I allowed you to be overlooked so you would not become addicted to being seen. I gave you seasons of hiddenness so you would not misplace your identity in applause. When the letter arrives, or the call is made, or the introduction unfolds like a quietly rehearsed scene, your heart will want to shout, but I invite you to breathe, to receive with a steady spine, to remember that this is not the day the world discovered you. This is the day you stepped into what I wrote before they learned your name. You do not yet know who he is to you, and that is by design. Your lack of awareness protected you from flattery and manipulation. But you are not a stranger to him. He has seen the echo of your character in moments you forgot even happened. He watched you forgive a small debt that felt giant to the one who owed it. He watched you carry dignity into a place where everyone expected desperation and you refused to barter your soul. He watched you protect someone who could not repay you. These were not accidents. I staged these acts like lamps in a long corridor, and he followed the trail of your light. When he tells you what he is about to place in your hands, do not argue with your own worth. The humility I love is not self-insult, it is alignment with truth. Accept my assessment, you are ready to carry what belongs to you. The transfer will not only be ink on paper, it will be a change of atmosphere around your life. I am not giving you a fortune that will intoxicate you, I am assigning you a trust that will refine you. Your voice must become a gentle hammer, firm, compassionate, decisive. You will sign documents, and as your pen moves you will feel the old fear rise to ask, is this real? Is this safe? Am I enough? Listen to me as I answer you now so that my words ring in you when the moment suddenly becomes loud. Yes, it is real, I have made it so. Yes, it is safe, I hem you in before and behind. Yes, you are enough because I am in you, and I am not insufficient. The weight that comes is not meant to crush you but to anchor you. Do not treat responsibility like a storm, treat it like a ship that finally has a harbor. There will be voices that rush toward you when they hear even a whisper of what is being placed in your name. Some will come smiling with open hands, some will come quiet with sharpened questions, some will come with the envy they tried to disguise as advice. I give you 3 measures to test every voice. First, peace, my peace, not the comfort of flattery, must settle in you when you speak with them. If your peace is stolen by their presence, do not sign with them. Second, fruit. Look for evidence of faithfulness over time. If their words are smooth but their record is crooked, do not share your keys with them. Third, alignment. If they push you to hurry beyond the rhythm I have placed in your chest, step back and let their urgency pass by without you. You are not late, you are right on time with me. And I am not breathless. You have asked me for signs, and I have given them. The first is the timing. This door opens by October 27th because you are crossing from a season of waiting into a season of accountability. Take care with the hours, honor them, but do not let fear turn the clock into a threat. The second sign is the message hidden in a mundane detail. You will notice a name, a street, a number, or a phrase that repeats in an unexpected place, and your spirit will recognize it because I already wrote it on your memory. The third sign is the stillness that will settle over you at the pivot point. A stillness so unexplainable that you will know I am standing inside it. Let these signs quiet your doubt, not feed your anxiety. I am not trying to alarm you, I am inviting you into clarity. I must teach you about stewardship before the ink dries. Money is loud, but meaning is louder when it is rooted in love. You will be tempted to fix everything for everyone in a single sweep, but I am asking you to become a careful gardener rather than a storm. Plant in people, not in performances. Water faithfulness, not theatrics. Pay debts that should be paid, yes, but also fund dignity where shame tried to camp. Invest in the skill that will turn one seed into an orchard. I am giving you authority over resources so that you can translate mercy into structure, scholarships that carry names no one thought mattered, clinics that whisper hope in rooms that usually echo with despair, shelters where doors feel like arms, ventures that create honest work with honest pay. Do not let guilt pilot your generosity, let wisdom hold the map while compassion fuels the journey. Your boundaries are holy instruments, too. Write them like music and play them without apology. Not every phone call deserves your immediate answer, not every request should pass through your gate, not every old acquaintance should be escorted into your new season. You do not owe your soul to anyone who ignored it when it was small. Forgive freely, access wisely. If you sense confusion, pause. If you sense pressure that does not carry my peace, decline. If you sense joy and holy sobriety speaking together, proceed. I will teach you the difference between risk that builds and risk that bleeds. You will not become hard, you will become clear. I am assigning angels to the details. Rooms will be prepared before you cross their thresholds. A file will be found that others misplaced, a clause will be written in language that secures what I intend, an advisor will say the sentence that unlocks your next yes. Walk into each meeting as one who belongs. Because you do. I have never asked you to pretend, I ask you to stand. When your hand trembles, remember this, you are not holding your life together, I am holding you. You will feel a warmth in your chest when the critical signature is before you. That warmth is not sentiment, it is the confirmation that I am present. Do not chase goosebumps, follow peace, be careful with your story. Do not publish the holy process before it is established. Do not tease destiny for applause. Let the work rise like bread in a covered bowl, quiet, unseen, gaining strength. When it is time to serve, you will. Share your testimony when it protects others from traps and points them to hope, not when it simply invites attention. The wealthy man I have instructed is not your savior, he is a sign that I saw you and I remember what I promised. Treat him with honor, but do not worship proximity to anyone with power. You are not being adopted by money, you are being aligned with purpose. I want you to take practical steps in the spirit of wisdom. Keep records. Write down conversations. Save copies of what you sign. Seek counsel from those who are steady and clean in their dealings. If their eyes sparkle only at the mention of numbers, they are not for you. Choose at least one person who loves you enough to tell you no when your heart is rushing ahead. Keep them close. Rest properly. Eat nourishing food. Keep a simple rhythm of prayer. Morning, midday, evening, breathe my name like oxygen and watch how your mind stays clear. Small obediences will keep your hands from shaking when large decisions arrive. You will remember the days when the refrigerator held little and the wallet felt light like paper, and you will be tempted to swing the pendulum into overcompensation. Let my spirit steady you. Celebrate, yes, but do not perform celebration for people who would cheer your downfall the second you stop entertaining them. Find quiet laughter with those who carried you in prayer when no one else noticed your weight. Bless them. Look at the younger version of yourself in your mind and tell them, "We made it, but we did not become unrecognizable. Promise me you will not betray the person you were when nothing was certain. That person was brave in a wilderness that did not clap. There will be a test that arrives dressed as an emergency. It will try to make you choose quickly, to bind you to terms that look generous but taste like captivity. Do not sign anything you are not permitted to read twice in the light. Do not agree to forever with people who only discovered you yesterday. Do not let a clock on a wall decide a covenant in your heart. If you need to step outside and breathe, do it. If you need to ask for more time, ask. You are not a beggar with a cup anymore, you are a steward with an assignment. The difference will reshape your spine and train your tone. Speak gently, but speak like a person who remembers that I am the one who opened the gate. Learn the language of legacy. Ask not, "How much is this worth today?" but "What will this build for a lifetime?" I am giving you influence, and influence is a river. Channel it or it floods the wrong fields. Do not lose yourself in comparison. Comparison is a thief that leaves rooms smelling of smoke. Your path is your path. Your timing is your timing. Your name is inscribed where it needs to be, and no jealous hand can rub out what I have carved. Bless those who misunderstand you, it will keep your heart soft. Ignore those who bait you into arguments that have no fruit. Step around traps like a dancer who knows the floor. I have listened to the prayers you never said aloud, the ones only your pillow heard. I am answering more than you asked because I am not limited to your vocabulary of hope. I am restoring not just finances but the dignity that lack tried to fracture. I am mending family lines that poverty tried to poison with blame. I am drying the tears that humiliation collected and hid in your chest. Let this transfer become a testimony that you do not have to be loud to be lifted. Let it tell children in your circle that integrity is not an antique, it is a seed that still grows when placed in honest soil. Let it quiet the cynics who believe kindness never returns with interest. If you feel unworthy, bring me that feeling like a cup of water you do not know what to do with, and I will pour it into ground that needs softening. I do not punish you for being surprised by goodness. I bless you when you turn your surprise into gratitude rather than suspicion. Expect goodness without demanding spectacle. Expect doors to open without rehearsing speeches that make you smaller. Expect protection. Expect clarity. Expect that your sleep will grow deeper because the anxious rehearsals in your mind are losing their script. You will wake with thoughts that feel like clean windows. You will hold a pen that feels heavier because it writes a future instead of a survival note. Do not misinterpret opposition as misalignment. When you rise, there will be resistance. When you say yes, there will be echoes that try to sound like your own doubts. I will train you to distinguish between caution born of wisdom and fear born of trauma. The past will not be permitted to sit in the driver's seat. It will ride as a passenger that teaches you empathy for those still walking the road you once walked. You will not despise small beginnings in others. You will find them and invest in them quietly, the way I asked the man to invest in you. What I am doing for you is not a stunt, it is a template. You will become a sign to someone else that I still weave justice into private histories. I know the exact moment the envelope will be placed on the table, the call will connect, or the meeting will begin. I am already in that moment. You are not walking toward uncertainty, you are walking toward a scene I have rehearsed with angels. The security you feel will not be arrogance, it will be the fruit of alignment. Put your shoulders back. Lift your head. Speak clearly. Listen thoroughly. Ask for what you need without apology. If a sentence tastes wrong in your mouth, let it dissolve. You owe no one a performance, only honesty. The ones I sent to help will not punish you for clarity, they will bless you for it. Your future will not be built on a single signature, but this signature will unlock the wing of a house that has always been yours. Walk through, and then keep walking. Do not camp in the first good room you see. There are blueprints rolled on a table in the next room, and I will invite you to unroll them with people who build without stealing. Some are experts at brick, some at light, some at the invisible systems that keep the whole warm in winter and cool in summer. You will coordinate beauty with practicality, mercy with math, compassion with contracts. This is worship, too. Order is a song I love to hear. I am not merely changing your bank balance, I am changing the balance of voices in your head. The accusatory whisper that told you it will never be you is being evicted. The weary acceptance that taught you to stop asking is being retrained. The tightness in your chest that made celebration feel dangerous is being loosened. You will not sabotage this with old vows you made in pain, like I'll never expect too much, or I'll be satisfied with crumbs. Tear those vows gently and hand them to me. I am writing new vows across your heart. I will honor what I'm given. I will stay clean in how I receive and how I release. I will remember who I am when no one is looking. These vows will keep your feet warm on cold mornings in responsibility, when you reflect on the man I have asked to transfer authority to your name. Do not over-romanticize him. See him as a person who listened. And learn from him, not his style, but his surrender. He is not placing you above himself, he is placing my purpose ahead of himself. Honor that. Be kind. Guard his privacy when it needs guarding. Support him in the ways that reflect wisdom and compassion, not codependence. If he leans on you for counsel, give it without flattery. If he asks you to decide, decide without shaking. This, too, is holiness, mature partnership under my hand. Now hear me as I mark the time. The window opens and closes around October 27th, and I have put you within it by design. Do not let superstition claim your heart, let stewardship claim your calendar. Prepare what you can prepare, identification collected, notes ordered, questions written, trusted counsel reachable. A quiet space for your mind to breathe. Sleep before the meeting. Hydrate. Walk in the morning light if you can. Whisper my name as you lace your shoes or straighten your collar, and feel how the air itself seems to bless your steps. These simple obediences are not small, they are the rails on which large trains move steadily. When it is done, when the signatures are inked, when the words that once felt impossible are spoken and recorded, when you walk out and the sky looks strangely familiar, do not rush to fill the silence with noise. Breathe. Let gratitude become a warm coat, not a shouted performance. Step into a private place and tell me thank you with words that belong only to us. Then call the one or two people who held your arms up when they were heavy, the ones who do not need the details to be happy for you. Celebrate lightly that first day, let joy sink deep before it runs outward. Tomorrow there will be tasks. Tonight there will be rest. I am putting a seal on you that says trusted. It does not mean you will never make mistakes, it means you will return quickly to me when you do. It means you will keep short accounts with your own soul. It means you will protect the vulnerable version of yourself that still needs gentleness. It means you will refuse to become the thing you survived. The world will try to make you a spectacle or a scandal. I will make you a sanctuary. Let people find shade near you. Let them find a cup of water and a path forward. Let them find courage because you speak to them as someone who remembers what uncertainty feels like. I am not late. I am not improvising. I am doing what I promised in a way that preserves you, honors you, and enlarges you without swelling your pride. Remember how you kept going with almost nothing? Remember how you practiced thankfulness with a little? That muscle is strong. Use it now with much. Keep your hands open, open to receive, open to release, open to adjust. The river that begins here will run for years if you let it. There will be dry weeks and rainy weeks, and you will learn the tools for both. Nothing of this gift will be wasted when placed in my hands each day, so step forward. Do not tremble like one who stumbled into luck, stand like one who walked toward purpose. The wealthy man is not your miracle, I am the miracle worker who wrote him into your page. The power of attorney is not a trophy, it is a tool. October 27th is not a threat, it is a threshold. Cross it with me. Keep your head clear, your heart soft, your boundaries strong, and your spirit listening. I am here, nearer than the ink that will soon dry under your name, nearer than the breath that steadies you, nearer than any fear that tries to speak. Walk. receive, build, bless. And when you are finished with each day, return to the quiet and let me speak again, because this is not a one-time announcement, it is a life of guidance, and I will not stop guiding you. I bless your hands to hold. I bless your eyes to discern. I bless your mind to understand structures that once felt foreign. I bless your sleep to restore what meetings may drain. I bless your voice to be a balm and a boundary at once. I bless your steps to find prepared ground. I bless your relationships to be clean, reciprocal, and enduring. I bless your generosity to be wise. I bless your legacy to be steady. I bless the door that is opening, not because doors impress me, but because you and I will walk through it together. This is my word over you now, you will not miss what I have written. You will not drown in what I have given, and you will not lose yourself in what they finally see. You will be exactly who I made you to be, and the world will be better because you said yes. That I speak to you now as the one who has watched every closed door and every unspoken prayer, the keeper of your nights and the author of your dawn. I have seen you stare at the ceiling and whisper to the darkness that you are tired of being brave, tired of being tested, tired of hoping without seeing the winds move in your favor. I have not been far, I have been in every breath, in every small resilience that you did not notice in yourself. Hear me with your whole heart. Lay down your fear for a moment and let my voice fill the quiet places. What is coming toward you is not an illusion, not a trick of hope, not a mirage in the desert of delay. It is a matter already sealed, already written, already prepared. I am setting before you a door that you did not knock on, a signature you did not ask for, and an authority you did not think you were eligible to carry. This message meets you at the threshold because the hour has ripened. The instruction is simple and weighty. Be ready to open, be ready to answer, be ready to step forward when your name is spoken aloud. You have wondered why I kept you hidden in rooms where other names rose and yours remained unspoken, why I let you learn the language of patience while others shouted opportunity from rooftops. I hid you not to punish you but to preserve you, not to stunt you but to strengthen you, not to deny you but to train your hands for the assignment that is arriving now. There is a wealthy man whose life has hung like a constellation far beyond your horizon. He has watched your integrity without making himself known. He carries a ledger of years, hard years, triumphant years, years of rebuilding, and in his ledger there is a column called stewardship where your name has been written by my instruction. He has walked through rooms you have never seen, spoken in circles you have never imagined, and learned the price of trust in currencies few understand. He is not perfect, he is a man. Breakable and forgiven, seasoned by loss and altered by mercy. He has looked for someone who would not bow to applause or tremble before threats. He has looked for someone who would treat authority as a mantle, not a mirror. He has looked for someone who knows how to carry blessing without letting it carry them away. And by my quiet design, his search settled on you. You do not know him by name, yet you have met his shadow in moments when help arrived unannounced, when a small rescue found you at the last minute, when relief seemed to bloom out of thin air. You do not know his face, yet I saw the times you interceded for strangers, and those prayers drew lines that circled back to him. There are no accidents in my economy. I weave what looks like coincidence into the clarity of calling. He has been moved by a conviction he cannot shake, a conviction I breathed into him like a wind that bends a tree toward rivers it cannot see. He believes it is time to transfer what he guarded, not as a trophy to your name, but as a tool in your hands. The phrase is power of attorney, and though the term sounds clinical, what stands behind it is trust, access, and responsibility. This is not simply about sums and signatures, it is about the authority to act on another's behalf, to stand in gaps, to make gates swing open for purposes larger than a single life. Do not shrink now. The timid part of you says, "Who, me?" The tired part says, "Not again." The wounded part says, "What if this is another disappointment dressed in radiant colors?" I understand these sentences. I am not angry with your questions. But hear me, I am not setting up a theater of letdowns. I am orchestrating a proving of the faith you have kept when faith felt like lifting stone. Lift your eyes. Today carries a line you can feel if you place your heart upon it, a turning line, a boundary where long waiting gives way to movement. You have heard the date and felt the urgency in the air. What is time to me? I stand above it. But I also step into it to meet you precisely where you are. October 27th rises like a bell that has been waiting to be rung. Do not be afraid of the ringing. It is not an alarm of danger, it is a summons to step into what has been signed in quiet. I will not rush you into unwise hands. Hear this clearly. I am not the author of confusion, nor do I lead my children into traps. When this matter touches your life, it will arrive with a clarity that fits the peace I give. You will not need to grope in chaos or guess in panic. There will be names, documents, pathways, and you will feel the alignment in your bones the way a sailor feels the wind snap the sail. Still, I counsel you with my kindness, examine what is presented. Seek counsel that fears me more than praise and prizes truth above speed. Do not let the countdown of urgency seduce you into haste. Let it awaken you into focus. A door may be time-sensitive and still be holy. You will know it is mine because the peace under it will be deep and the fruit after it will be clean. I am not asking you to suspend wisdom, I am asking you to combine wisdom with courage, prudence with obedience, discernment with daring. You have been prepared for this mantle without recognizing the curriculum. Every bill you paid with a prayer and a plan has taught you stewardship. Every quiet act of generosity when no one was watching has taught you economy in the language of heaven. Every time you protected the vulnerable with your words, you rehearse this exact authority, standing for others, making decisions with a guardian's heart. Refusing to let power make you forget people. In the days to come, you will be asked to consent, to sign, to accept, to step in. Let your yes be anchored in me. Let your no be anchored in me. Let your silence be contemplation and your speech be seasoned with the salt of truth. You are not being invited to own a man, you are being entrusted to act on a life's behalf. Treat it as a sacrament of service, a liturgy of leadership, a covenant of care. There are those who would circle any flame that burns bright, hoping to warm their hands without tending the fire. There are voices nearby that will turn sweet or sharp depending on what you choose. Some will call you reckless if you accept. Some will call you coward if you decline. Some will call you lucky, as if my favor were a coin tossed by chance. Do not answer the chorus. Answer me. And I am saying, child, lift your chin. The blessing you feared might come and embarrass you is not designed to humiliate you, it is designed to equip you. The resources that will move through your hands are not a test of greed, they are an exam in compassion. Your life is about to become a corridor where relief can travel, a bridge where provision can cross, a table where many can eat because one chose to carry authority as service. I will teach you the cadence of decisions. I will place around you a small circle, watch for them, whose counsel is sound, seasoned, and unafraid to tell you the truth. Some are already near, hiding in ordinary roles, ready to be revealed when you need them. You have asked me why the phrase "open by October 27th" rings like a drum. Because there are moments when a long-brewed assignment is poured, and if the cup is not lifted, it cools and is sent elsewhere. I am generous, I am not wasteful. If a vessel refuses the pour, I will find another, for my mercy seeks the many. But I do not desire another, I desire you. I am not threatening you with loss to scare you, I am inviting you into movement to bless you. The man whose authority is being transferred has drawn a line to keep himself from retreating into old fears. He told himself that if the appointed one does not respond by the line he drew, he will pour it all into foundations he already knows rather than take the risk of new obedience. He is not playing a game, he is protecting his heart from the paralysis of indecision. This is why your response matters, not frenzy, not panic, but a clear and timely yes to the work I set before you. When the call comes, answer. When the letter arrives, read. When the meeting is offered, attend. When the document is placed before you, consider, pray, confirm, and sign, without vanity, without dread, without apology. Do not think small. The transfer of authority is not merely about numbers that swell an account or signatures that glow on paper. It is about unlocking doors in communities that have known only chains. It is about repairing roofs over households that have learned to live under leaks. It is about underwriting beginnings for people who have only known endings. It is about giving futures to children who have learned too early how to count losses. I am not a sentimental poet speaking in abstractions. I am the God who feeds with loaves that multiply and fills jars that refuse to empty. The resources I route through you will come with assignments attached. I will whisper to you when a widow's light bill must be paid quietly. I will nudge you when a school needs chairs that do not wobble beneath the laughter of small bodies. I will prompt you when a hospital needs machines to hum hope into late hours. There will be grand gestures and there will be hidden ones, both will be holy in my eyes. Let your right hand learn secrecy and your left hand learn strategy. Let generosity be a river, not a headline. There is a fear in you that says, if I accept this, will I still be me? You will not lose yourself, you will find the larger room of yourself, the version of you I dreamed the day I first spoke your name. The humble will not disappear when you step into abundance. The humble will deepen, because true abundance bends you lower to wash more feet. The careful in you will not vanish when you walk in authority. The careful will become precise, able to separate good from almost good, and almost good from truly wise. The grateful in you will not be dulled by possession, it will be sharpened by purpose. You are not being invited to a costume party where you pretend to be someone extravagant, you are being summoned to a stewardship where your truest self can breathe without the tight band of scarcity around your ribs. Remember what I have walked you through to reach this threshold. Remember the months where nothing moved and you doubted your compass. Remember the days you chose honesty when shortcuts glittered like glass in the sun. Remember the nights you blessed those who had not blessed you, sowing mercy into stony ground. Nothing was wasted. Every unseen choice has become weight-bearing stone beneath the bridge you are about to cross. This is why the transfer is being given to you and not to someone louder, not to someone flashier, not to someone more practiced at collecting applause. I measured hearts. I listened to motives while rooms were noisy with ambition. I saw you place your plans on the table and ask me to edit them, even when the edits hurt. I am faithful. Now I am answering you with a commission that looks like a signature but feels like a calling. You will be tempted to over-explain your obedience to those who do not carry the evidence of your prayers. You do not owe them endless explanations. Offer humility, not justifications. Offer testimony, not performance. Speak of me more than you speak of money, speak of purpose more than platform, speak of the work more than the weight of the title. I will keep your heart soft if you keep your hands open. I will keep your mind clear if you keep your eyes on me. Do not study the storm, study my face. Do not rehearse the worst, rehearse my promises. I remain the same in drought and in deluge, in waiting and in windfall. I will teach you how to harvest without hoarding, how to build without boasting, how to lead without lording. There will be a moment, sooner than you think, when a message will arrive with a clarity you cannot deny. There will be words like authorization, representation, signatory, fiduciary duty, words that may sound heavy in your mouth but will rest well in your spirit because I have been preparing your tongue to speak them in truth. Do not be intimidated by the shape of responsibility. Responsibility is love made practical. Authority is love shaped to protect. Listen carefully across the days ahead. The right invitation will not trample your boundaries, it will honor them, it will not isolate you from wise counsel, it will welcome it, it will not push you to hide, it will invite you to walk in light, it will not make you feel like a puppet, it will entrust you as a partner. I give good gifts and I add no grief that corrodes the soul. Challenges will come, yes, as they always do in real life, but corruption will not be the flavor of what I am bringing. If the taste is crooked, spit it out. If the taste is clean, proceed. I am placing angels on the roads you will travel and wisdom in the rooms you will enter. You will notice unusual ease where once there was resistance, and unusual resistance where once there was distraction, for I am reweighing your priorities. Some alignments will break, let them. Some alignments will form, bless them. You will sleep and wake, and in the waking you will feel that something immense is standing in your hallway, not frightening you, but waiting patiently for you to be ready to open. I am in that waiting, urging without pushing, inviting without manipulating. The window is real, and it carries a kindness wrapped in urgency. When I say open by the appointed day, I am not trying to frighten you into frenzy, I am leading you into cooperation with a timetable that will bless more than just you. Your yes is a key, and keys are made for locks, and locks protect treasures that belong to many. You have asked me what this man is to you. You are unaware now, but you will see that in the unlikeliest hours I braided your stories. He is not a stranger to my plans for you. He is not a god to be worshipped, nor a master to be feared, nor a debtor to be exploited. He is a neighbor in purpose. A steward searching for a trustworthy steward. Treat him as such, honor without idolatry, respect without intimidation, clarity without suspicion. I will show you the shared thread when the time is right, and you will marvel at how I use people who would never have found each other without my map. Gratitude will be your language, not flattery. Steadiness will be your posture, not performance. Now breathe. Put your hand upon your heart. Feel it. That rhythm has not failed you through midnights you thought would erase you. I kept it. I keep you. As the hours turn, let your preparations be simple and real. Put your documents in order. Keep your communication devices within reach. Clear a corner of your day for focused listening. Write the questions you carry and ask them when the appointment is set. Invite me into every sentence. I will be there. I will steady your pen when it is time to sign. I will steady your gaze when others look to you for direction. I will steady your feet when new rooms feel too grand and old memories try to pull you back into the smallness you outgrew. If you are tempted to believe you are unworthy, remember this: worthiness in my kingdom is not earned by dazzling feats, it is received by trust and expressed through faithfulness. You cannot buy this, you can only bear it. And you will. I am with you in the carrying. If you are tempted to believe that this is too large, too strange, too sudden, remember how many times I sent provision at the exact hour it was needed. Remember how promises ripen like fruit that looked green yesterday and sweet today. Remember that obedience creates timing, and timing releases doors. In the wake of this transfer, some will ask what changed you. Tell them the truth, that you learned to open when I knocked, that you learned to answer when I called your name, that you learned to honor the day I appointed. Tell them that fear did not vanish but bowed its knee to purpose. Tell them that love, when trusted, makes you brave. Tell them that I am still writing stories where strangers become family in the work of mercy, where wealth becomes a river instead of a reservoir, where power becomes shelter instead of spectacle. Tell them that the same God who sought you out in a narrow season can find them, too, in theirs. Let your testimony multiply hope, not envy. I bless your mind with clarity. I bless your hands with steadiness. I bless your eyes with discernment. I bless your feet with readiness. I bless your house with peace that cannot be bargained away. I bless your name with a reputation for fairness and courage and clean-hearted leadership. I bless the hidden ones who will be lifted because you chose to say yes without greed and no without fear. I bless the man who is yielding authority with a calm that surprises him and a joy that tells him he obeyed heaven. I bless the teams and offices and corridors where your signature will travel, that they would become places of justice instead of games of advantage. I bless the balance between your private life and public duty, that what is sacred will remain guarded and what is meant to serve will remain open. Do not tremble at the clock. Hear it as a friend reminding you that rivers move and fruit is best when it is picked on time. Step into your appointment with me. Receive what I am giving without apology. Walk with reverence, not with dread. And when the question rises, why you? Answer it by living the answer. Because I choose the ones who will remember why I bless at all, because I choose the ones who keep their hands open. Because I choose the ones who will treat power as a trust, because I choose the ones who have learned to listen. You have learned to listen. Now listen and open. I am with you to the end of the age, and I am with you in the details of this day. When the messenger appears, welcome him without theatrics. When the envelope arrives, open it in the quiet with me beside you. When the call comes through, breathe and answer on the second ring, not the first in panic and not the third in hesitation. When the terms are laid out, ask the questions we have written together in the silence of this moment. When the agreement is placed before you, sign when peace stands firm and counsel nods with confidence. Then rise and begin the work, small act by small act, great project by great project, unseen gift by unseen gift. Keep no record of applause, keep a record of faithfulness. Let me handle the legacy, let me define success. Your job is obedience. Your joy will be deep enough to carry you through the misunderstanding of some and the praise of others. The hour has come. The threshold is here. The authority is real. The blessing is not bait, it is bridge. Open by the day you have been given, not to impress people, but to cooperate with my timing. And as you do, watch what I do with your obedience. I will stretch your days without exhausting you. I will multiply your seed without draining your soul. I will surround your name with favor like a shield that keeps you from the darts of envy and the lures of pride. You will sleep and wake inside a calling that fits you like a garment you were always measured for. The wealthy man will find his peace in release. You will find your purpose in stewardship. Many will find their relief in the flow that follows. This is how my kingdom moves, quietly, powerfully, through people who say yes at the right time. I have said it, I will do it. Keep your heart soft, your mind clear, your ear open. When you open, open with me. When you sign, sign with me. When you lead, lead with me. When you give, give with me. In this way, nothing